Hello there, good, wonderful Wednesday afternoon. Welcome to my cinematic hot seat. With the closure of this year, 2024, and soon to be a new year, 2025, today, yours truly going to have a year in review with the movies that hit both theaters and streaming throughout 2024. Let the show begin. First movie yours truly enjoyed is Argyle. Why? Because it's tongue in cheek, reminds of the last action hero with Romance in the Stone. It was lovely to see Bryce Dallas Howard, mom, bod, and all, kicking ass and chewing bubblegum. Also, maybe a fan of Henry Cavill. And no, his hairstyle does fit the tone and theme of the movie. This also makes me mad because Apple Plus TV still haven't released Argyle on Blu-ray or DVD. Why the second reason of Argyle's failure? The lack of physical media. Shame on you, Apple Plus TV, Hollywood, and streaming services. I get it, the lockdown made you all a little bit richer, but made you all very complacent and safe. But people are getting fed up with streaming digital and going back to retro physical before it becomes a luxury and a price gouge to infinity and beyond to get a physical media copy. Looking at you, video gaming, nice gen. It was all spewed as filth and back in the 7th gen with the 360, PlayStation 3, and Wii nearly 20 years ago. Second movie that yours truly enjoy is The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, also starring and have Henry Cavill. Hollywood just don't know what to do with Cavill and is criminal now. He's a walking, talking diamond in the roughs of mainstream Hollywood. Here's to you, Guy Ritchie and Matthew Vaughn, who doesn't know what to do with Henry Cavill, similar to Argyle's tongue-in-cheekness, wild and outlandish action set pieces, and good old-fashioned ragtag group, and rip-roaring fun of 80s style, boom, bam, kabam. I loved every moment of this. Third movie that yours truly enjoy is Bob Marley, One Love. Very eye-opening, moving, compelling, exhilarating, with the likes and prestige of Fred Rogers, Bob Ross, and before his time in passing, Steve Irwin. Bob truly was a man of faith, passion, and song. Here's to you, Real Love. Fourth movie that yours truly enjoyed is Beverly Hills Cop Axel F. It's official, Axel's back and better than ever. I rank this in my top 3 of all the Beverly Hills Cop movies. My favorite of all of them is Beverly Hills Cop Part 2. Having this rated R was the icing on the cake. Yes, it's truly based on nostalgia, but so is everything else in cinema, MCU, DCEU, remakes, remasters that actually makes money. So why do they get the free pass if this doesn't? I have to go on a tangent rant there for a bit, but this proves that Come to America that came out 2 years ago could have been and should have been rated R like its predecessor that came out back in 1988. That wasn't right, but I still enjoy Coming to America because you can never ever go wrong with Wesley Snipes. Fifth movie that yours truly enjoyed is Lift. I found this on Netflix during a family movie night. I have to say I truly enjoyed this, and this was coming from a non-Kevin Hart fan. Now, to be fair, this was a movie night selection, not mine. So this is a shame on me on this one. I love the plot, the story structure, the characters, the action set pieces, and the cast. I was amazed to see both Vincent D'Onofrio, forgive me for butchering his last name, and Sam Worthington in this. Plus, it has one of my favorite directors of all time in Hollywood, F. Gary Gray. F. Gary Gray. You know him. You know who he is. You be like, oh, he directed this. So you're in for a treat. Lift truly took off on smooth sailings and soaring high into the skies. Sixth movie that yours truly enjoyed is Ricky Stenicki, another found on Netflix and another family movie night. Very similar but different in ways because this is directed by Peter Farrelly. You know him and his brother Bobby from Dumb and Dumber, Kingpin, Outside Providence, There's Something About Mary, Me, Myself, and Irene, Shallow Hal, just to name their treasures. It is the return of one half of the Farrelly brothers, madness, balls to the wall, rated R comedy. We had the most excellent hurls of laughs with this one. If you haven't heard about it, I highly recommend it. Ricky Stenicki. It ain't my fault, it's Ricky's. Seventh movie that yours truly enjoyed is Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. both for nostalgia and sequel of the successful reboot Ghostbusters Afterlife that truly get a proton pack and stomp that ghastly abomination called Ghostbusters 2016. Like with Beverly Hills Cop Axel F, very interesting fact that both are from 1984, and yours truly. Now I did love Afterlife. It was a breath of fresh air and new life into the franchise. So this was a double level up treat. Looking forward for a third in this installment. Off topic, where's the sequel to The Last Starfighter and the third Gremlins? Why not complete the 1984 trifecta? Talk about missed opportunity, because it just don't make sense to have it in 2025, you know? Eighth movie that yours truly enjoyed is Gladiator 2, a sequel from the great Ridley Scott from the original Gladiator 24 years ago. Yes, 24 years, almost a full quarter. Whoa, great Scott. This is heavy, Doc. Yep, at first, like with you all, I had no interest in this whatsoever. Why, oh, why, of all the movies that need a sequel, looking at you, Starfighter, and Gremlins 3, that comes to mind. But this gets a sequel? This gets resurfaced? I will agree with the general audience. Gladiator doesn't need no sequel. It was perfectly made and finished. It had the bow and everything wrapped to a perfect cinematic T. I was compelled by this by my family. We saw this in the theaters last Monday. I needed a break from my usual duties and walked into this. I give it a shot, try. After watching this, I'm glad that I was wrong. I would have missed out on a sequel done right. Sadly, like Argyle is getting review bombed to oblivion, but it's all about what I like, not what others like. I will be getting this on Blu-ray when it hits store shelves, hopefully. Don't pull Apple Plus TV. So well done, Mr. Scott. Well done. Let the gods continue to show you and grant you mercy. Ninth movie that yours truly will enjoy is Sonic the Hedgehog 3, coming this Friday or Thursday night for the early view. Yep. Speaking of which, this will be my first Sonic movie seen in theaters. The reason why, due to the previous Sonics being in the thick of the lockdown pandemic, and my favorite Sonic of the Genesis eras of all time is Sonic the Hedgehog 3, which debuted February 1994, and its expansion, because due to hardware limitations on the Sega Genesis, Sonic and Knuckles was in October 1994. So this is kind of fate in the works. I will make a review afterwards. I guarantee it, or your ring's back. In case you're wondering why I didn't mention or spoke of Deadpool Wolverine, the Joker sequel, Inside Out 2, Despicable Me, Wicked, Moana 2, Beetlejuice, Dune 2, Twisters, Kung Fu Panda 4, Imaginary, Godzilla X Kong, The New Empire, because I didn't see any of them. They didn't interest me one bit, and I couldn't care less for any of them. Now there's a couple of close but no cigars. They were Beetlejuice, and Twisters. But afterwards, no smoke came from them in the end, why they didn't make my list. Now with the superhero cinematic movies like Deadpool and Wolverine and Joker 2, I jumped ship and I'm never returning. Not even for my first loves of comic books and Capcom Marvel fighting game crossovers. My MVPs, Wolverine and Deadpool. Deadpool, Wolverine. Mustard and ketchup. Ketchup and mustard. Nope, I skipped all that. Morals before pearls and principles over passion. Either you stand for something or you fall for anything. So I'm choosing to stand, my family and friends. Now to put a wrap and a bow on this, thank you for stopping by, chilling and willing. Please give likes, share this, and sub. I'm still on that road to 1,000. I got 200, there's 800 left. Also comment down below too, so let's wrap. Until then, this is Cinematic with CLJ. Y'all take it easy, be safe, and cut!